Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got new stats forecasting rumor. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe the hype, y'all, man. But hey, we got Bryce Dallas Howard as Visible Woman and director. So she about to be the wife and director type shit, or where they want to go with the story type shit. But yeah, there's rumors though, so hey, we don't believe the hype. But like it up, sub, and yeah, let's see what the news talking about. Like it up, sub. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. What an extremely exciting time to be a Marvel fan. Real recently,
Facts, no cap.
Kevin Feige telling the public that Marvel Studios were going on one of their very famous retreats where they take all the top brass and lay out the future, the next 10.
Now, that's good they did that shit. I mean, they doing this shit. That's good, though. Doing a retreat. Everybody on the same page. No, that's good, though.
10 years to come, which is presumably Phase 5 and Phase 6. But before we get there, what we need in Phase 4 is the introduction of the Fantastic Four. And as evidence of these huge wheels turning in an effort to get that film underway, last week, Jon Watts, Spider-Man director, through public statement alongside Marvel Studios, actually exited the project. Now, in between then and now, many industry insiders have pointed directly to John Krasinski on the heels of his introduction as Mr. Fantastic during Doctor Strange to not only reprise that role as the main continuity 616 Mr. Fantastic and come back for that reboot film, but also directing and starring in a film nothing new to him. However, we have a brand new industry insider rumor we have to report, someone completely different but has a lot of familiarity with Disney and Star Wars.
Oh,
Bryce Dallas.
That's the actor. Bryce, yeah, that's the actor. She played in some other movies. I forgot what movie she played in, but she played in some other movies. That's an actor. No, she's a good actor. I don't know about directing, but she's a good actor.
Howard may be up for the director seat.
I don't know about directing. But she'll get actor though.
We have some other details in tow. I'm going to issue the normal spoiler warning as it pertains to information like this when we get into the full-on rumor mill, but in an attempt to keep up with all the rumors and industry insider scoops, we bring it all to you. Speaking of which, if you like that kind of content, that's all we do at the channel, everyday MCU. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button and leave a comment down below. That'll not only enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which we'll get into at the end of the video, but help you keep up with the daily content and all of the news and rumors as we wade into this early parts of Marvel Phase 5. Speaking of which, I always tell you guys to remember to take things with a grain of salt when we...
Yeah, but I told people, it's rumors, just a rumor right now.
Leave it in rumor mill territory, which is where we're at today, because this is an anonymous 4chan post, not coming from an industry insider or an industry insider trade, but it's sometimes these 4chan posts, especially in the last 2 years, that are 100% correct. The most recent rumor indicates that Bryce Dallas Howard is in final talks to direct the Fantastic Four and that it's expected to be finalized in the coming days. Bryce is also likely to star as well.
Netflix, Amazon, and HBO Max are always swapping movies, but with one just simple search,
Guessing is the Invisible Woman. John Krasinski is returning as Mr. Fantastic. He opted to star and serve in an executive producer role rather than direct, and that him and Bryce will work together to write and map out the film with Marvel Studios. Now, Bryce has actually been working alongside Disney for quite a while. She directed 2 episodes of The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Disney? I need to about Marvel. I'm about to say, yeah, Marvel. No, Disney. I ain't know that. Shit, that's something new.
As well as one of the episodes of Book of Boba Fett. The episode she directed of Book of Boba Fett, I don't know if you guys watch Star Wars, was...
Hell no, I don't watch Star Wars. Oh, well, now I don't. Back then, yeah. Nah.
By far
too much shit going on. I ain't gonna lie.
Best. I also...
But yeah, nah, I don't watch that shit.
So really
Too much shit going on.
Liked her direction with their episode of Black Mirror. She directed and starred in that. If you're not a fan of Black Mirror, no worries. I just really liked those episodes amongst the whole series. So I think there's a lot of hope for her in the director chair, but I also know there's going to be a lot of pushback. She's experienced that her entire career because she's the daughter of Ron Howard, which obviously when your apple falls that close to your dad whose tree is enormous, the shadow cast there's always going to be accusations of nepotism and that she didn't earn her spot or it's not based on her talent. But really, amongst other series, when she's directed specific episodes, they've really really shined. Now, when that translates and how that translates to the big screen and working on a major Marvel motion picture, I think there are a lot of similarities there, but as many fans of Marvel will tell you, and even the Book of Boba Fett and the Star Wars TV shows, these TV shows have a very different feel than Marvel movies, and I would hope, if there's any validity to this rumor and she ends up in the director's chair, that alongside John Krasinski and Marvel Studios, they can still steer this in the direction of a feeling of an actual Marvel movie. Speaking of which, if she is set to direct and co-star, Invisible Woman does seem like the most likely choice alongside John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic, which would mean his real-life wife, Emily Blunt, did not want to play that role. As we've heard many times, they were both up for it. Now seeing John Krasinski in the role of Mr. Fantastic, seems as though that offer would have been made to Emily Blunt as well. She was originally supposed to join the MCU during Black Widow, but
Damn.
I believe it was either Gulliver's Travels or the sequel to that that held her back from doing that. She's also been pretty candid about the fact, speaking of Emily Blunt, this is John Krasinski's real life wife, that she does not want to tie up her career for 10 years making the Marvel.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to be in Marvels, you know, for that amount of year. You know, we sign a contract, you got to be there for like, well, this is rumors, but yeah, 10 years or whatever, so in the contract.
Films being a part of that franchise.
In the contract.
Well, it seems as though John Krasinski.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I'm here. Alright, when we start, shit, you know what I mean? Shit, I like it. You feel me? I gotta do things, shit, fuck it. Shit, good with me, no kid.
He is all the way in. Now, guys, remember, this is a rumor, and I'm sure there are multiple directors who are trying to throw their hats in the ring.
Yeah, of course.
The last two
I
videos.
heard about John with it like, hey, I bet. Well, time for me to shine. How you sign up, Marvels? I'm director. You feel me? Everybody in line like that. What's up, Marvel? You feel me?
Videos I've made, I've also reminded you that Peyton Reed was the most vocal about this and the most early. Yes, he's right in the middle of his Ant-Man franchise, but they did move Ant-Man up at least one spot on the
yeah, they move Ant-Man early, which is good. We see Kane the Conqueror
release schedule, which would free him up to get started on this film. Unfortunately for us, Marvel Studios' huge announcements normally come towards the end of the year, so any chance of this being confirmed really has to be via, say, Deadline or The Hollywood Reporter. When it comes from one of those trades, we'll go ahead and confirm it. But this makes 3 directors in less than 2 weeks that have all now been named from multiple sources.
Well, there's like rumors, right? Oh, yeah, this, okay, I see.
To be joining the Fantastic Four.
Whatever Friday they put Sam Raimi in that bitch. Sam Raimi made that movie good on my Madness. He made that good too, the OG.
Which at least tells me the only real truth is that right now they're trying to figure that out. Guys, I've reported on every single casting rumor for the Fantastic Four for the last 2 years, going back even further than that. I haven't missed one. Everything from Glenn Howerton and Kristen Bell, Seth Rogen tied to The Thing, Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, and the names and lists go on and on for each character. And it seems like no matter which names come up, there are always haters at the front of the line ready to say that that won't work. But I sort of want to challenge you and ask you when Marvel Studios actually missed on a huge casting. All of their castings during the Infinity Saga and even real recently in Phase 4 on the TV shows have been spot on. It's one of the things, if they don't get anything right, that they normally get right. So for whoever they put into the Fantastic Four team, I have all the faith in the world, and quite honestly, I've come around on Seth Rogen as The Thing. Remember, we're not gonna have to stare at Ben Grimm. He's gonna be CGI most of the time. Let me know all.
Oh yeah, Ben, yeah, that's basically CGI. You feel me? But you know, Marvel not make it clean though.
Your thoughts down below. If you're into Bryce Dallas Howard to direct Fantastic Four, if you're not, and it's not one of the names we brought up like Peyton Reed and John Krasinski, who are you trying to have direct the Fantastic Four? I made that joke about a Quentin Tarantino Fantastic Four. I was literally just joking, and some of you immediately in the comments thought that was the best idea ever. I do not. If you're going to have Quentin Tarantino do a Marvel film, I would have him do The Midnight Suns. That's just me. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff.
I don't know what that is, type shit. But, like, so, that was rumors, y'all, man. But, hey, we see we're going to Task 4. So, yeah, we see by the end of the year, though. Or a couple months. Or by the end of the year, though, type shit. But, yeah, like, sub, and yeah, peace.